Hey, welcome to NFL Week 11.
We've got your weather forecast, your gambling stats, and your fun facts.
We're going to break down the Super Bowl matchup and game of the year between the Chiefs and Eagles.
And another great matchup with my guy Purdy and the 49ers playing at home.
Your guy.
I like it.
And one of the stories of the year with Joshua Dobbs and the Vikings taking on the Broncos.
So is this the guy who's the astrophysicist?
That's right. Even NASA gave him a shout out.
Damn, that's pretty intergalactic.
And of course we have the Raiders taking on the Dolphins.
What about Steelers Browns?
There's Browns. No one cares about the Browns except for Dez and Dave Denholm. And they don't even want to watch that rock fight.
Okay, first up, let's head to South Florida, where as you can see, the Raiders are in town playing Miami. We're gonna have temperatures in the high 70s, maybe up to even 80 degrees, but sunny skies and maybe a light breeze.
Yeah, and this is a big point spread. 13.5 points for the Dolphins.
Whoa.
And they're 5-0 against the spread this year. Might be a tough one for the Raiders. Interim coach Antonio Pierce is looking to become the second Raiders coach to win his first 3 games. You know who the first one was?
No.
Bill Callahan. Guess what they did?
What did they do?
They went to the Super Bowl.
Whoa. So over on the West Coast, the Bucks are in Santa Clara playing with the Niners, and it's gonna be sunny. Temperature is probably in the 60s, and then chance for some winds. We could see some gusts up to 21 miles an hour.
Another big point spread in this, as the Niners are favored by 12. But guess what? The Bucks are road warriors. They're 4-0 against the spread on the road this year.
No way.
And did you know what?
What?
San Francisco wasn't named until 1846.
You don't say.
Prior to that, it was called Yerba Bueno, which means good herb in Spanish.
Oh man, that's pretty groovy.
Now for the game of the week, perhaps the game of the year, a Super Bowl matchup between the Eagles and Chiefs.
That's right, this Monday Night Football game is bound to be rainy. We have about an 80% chance of some light rain, as you can see right there with that light green, and temperatures in the 40s.
And the big news in this one is not only Taylor is going to be at the game, but word on the street is the Swifties and the Kelsey families are going to meet.
Damn, that was fast.
Meeting the parents.
Hope Travis doesn't mess it up.
And you know, we got to give you some fantasy nuggets as well.
Of course.
The Eagles defense gives up the most points per games to wide receivers. So look for Rashee Rice to get right.
But don't you have Kelsey in your lineup?
Shh, don't give away my DraftKings secrets.
You stole that idea from me. All right, and let's wrap this up with the Vikings in Denver taking on the Broncos. And it's likely that we will have some rain in this game, and temperatures will be in the low 40s, but with the wind chill, it could actually feel like it's colder.
That's cool. All right, and we talked about the feel-good story earlier, but Joshua Dobbs became the first player to record 400 rushing yards. That's not true. Joshua Dobbs became the first player in NFL history with 400 passing yards, 100 rushing yards, and no picks in his first 2 games with the new team.
He's like a prodigy, huh?
I wouldn't call him that. He's damn near 30 years old.
Well, that wraps up week 11, but before we go, you hit again with the Javonte Williams call last week. Do you have another fantasy tip of the week for us?
I sure do. Now, it doesn't look like a sexy game at first glance, but the Arizona Cardinals and Houston Texans over-under is 48, and I like damn near everybody in that game. Get the quarterbacks, get the receivers. I know a couple of them are hurt with Houston, but they're still going to put up points. Ride it.
Okay, heard it here first. And as always, if you got some fantasy tips, leave a comment below.
Peace.
Love.
And happiness.
See you next week.